Part 4. Nepal Sambat is the Nepalese New Year celebration specially by the newer community. Nepali ethnic groups like Gurung, Sherpa and Tamang celebrate Losa, while officially Bayak Ek Gati is celebrated. However, there is increased demand from Nepalese of all ethnicity to replace Vikram Sambat with Nepal Sambat, as Nepal Sambat is indigenous to Nepal while Vikram Sambat came from India. Pahela Baishakh or Bangla Nababasho is the first day of the Bengali calendar. It is celebrated on the 14th of April as a national holiday in Bangladesh, and on 14 or the 15th of April in the Indian states of West Bengal, Tripura, and part of Assam by people of Bengali heritage, irrespective of their religious faith. The Sikh New Year is celebrated as per the Nanak Shahi calendar. The epoch of this calendar is the birth of the first Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak in 1469. New Year's Day falls annually on what is the 14th of March in the Gregorian Western calendar. Sinhalese New Year is celebrated in Sri Lankan culture predominantly by the Sri Lankan Sinhalese, while the Tamil New Year on the same day is celebrated by Sri Lankan Tamils. The Sinhalese New Year, Alutha Vuruda, marks the end of the harvest season, by the month of Bak, April, between 13 and the 14th of April. There is an astrologically generated time gap between the passing year and the new year, which is based on the passing of the sun from the Meena Rashya, house of Pisces, to the Mesha Rashya, house of Aries, in the celestial sphere. The astrological time difference between the new year and the passing year, Nonagath, is celebrated with several Buddhist rituals and customs that are to be concentrated on, which are exclusive of all types of work. After Buddhist rituals and traditions are attended to, Sinhala and Tamil New Year-based social gatherings and festive parties with the aid of firecrackers and fireworks would be organized. The exchange of gifts, cleanliness, the lighting of the oil lamp, making kirabath, milk rice, and even the Asian kohl are significant aspects of the Sinhalese New Year. Tamil New Year, Puthandu, is celebrated on the 13th of April or the 14th of April. Traditionally, it is celebrated as Chithirai Thirunal in parts of Tamil Nadu to mark the event of the sun entering Aries. Panchangam, Almanac, is read in temples to mark the start of the year. Telugu New Year, Ugadi, Kannada New Year, Ugadi, is celebrated in March, generally, April, occasionally. Traditionally, it is celebrated as Chaitram Chaitra Shuddha Padyami in parts of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Karnataka to mark the event of New Year's Day for the people of the Deccan region of India. It falls on a different day every year because the Hindu calendar is a lunar-solar calendar. The Saka calendar begins with the month of Chaitra, March-April, and Ugadi marks the first day of the new year. Chaitra is the first month in Panchanga, which is the Indian calendar. Panchangam, Almanac, is read in temples to mark the start of the year. Middle Eastern. The major religions of the Middle East are Islam and Judaism. Their adherents worldwide celebrate the first day of their respective new religious calendar years. Islam. The two primary sects of Islam are Sunni Islam and Shia Islam. They have different calendars, though for both the epoch of the calendar is the Hijra. Islamic New Year is the day in Sunni Islamic culture that marks the beginning of a new year in the lunar Hijri calendar. It disregards the solar year. Its New Year's Day is on a different Gregorian date each year because it is a lunar calendar, making it on average 11 to 12 days shorter than a solar year. The first day of the year is observed on the first day of Muharram, the first month in this calendar. Nowruz marks the first day of spring and the beginning of the year in the solar Hijri calendar, one of the Iranian calendars. It is celebrated on the day of the astronomical northern spring equinox, which usually occurs on or about the 20th of March, Gregorian calendar. Nowruz has been celebrated for over 3,000 years by the cultural continent of Iran, including Kurdistan and Afghanistan. The holiday is also celebrated and observed by many parts of Central Asia, South Asia, northwestern China, Crimea and some groups in the Balkans. As well as being a Zoroastrian holiday and having significance amongst the Zoroastrian ancestors of modern Iranians, the same time is celebrated in the Indian subcontinent as the New Year. The moment the sun crosses the celestial equator and equalizes night and day is calculated exactly every year, and Iranian families gather together to observe the rituals. Part 5 will be continued.